If my players go into a practice or match with expectations, I'm always alerted in advance. More on why this is the case later. A review of Kobe from last week. Yuri Rodionov reached the semifinals and played against Bellucci from Italy. Yuri also won this match and faced the young Belgian Blocks in the final. In this match, Yuri's streak came to an end and Blocks was the better man on the court that day. Nevertheless, it was a good week with important insights, especially regarding Yuri's game concept. The Shinkansen took us to the next tournament in Yokohama in the evening after the final. The Japanese punctuality was once again impressive. Mate Dodik was already there preparing for the tournament. This week the tournament was played outside again in rather cool temperatures. As a result, the conditions were slow and it was not easy to close the point at times. In contrast to last week, the tennis facility was once again reduced to the essentials. Lunch for the players was available in the form of a small buffet, but especially at the beginning of the week, it could get very crowded in the players' room. The matches were again played on 3 courts, and thankfully there were 3 more practice courts, as well as 1 court in the indoor facility, and the surface was the same everywhere. There was a cemetery right next to the tennis courts. Certainly a little unusual and a small daily reminder of where all our existences will lead. The hotel was again very centrally located in Yokohama and was just 10 minutes by bus from the club. As only smaller buses were used this time, you always had to register for a planned trip. On a longer tournament trip, as in this case, there are always challenges to make good use of the time. If you lose early, you have a lot of time until the next match, but then of course you have all the less time if you were in the final. Of course, you try to make the best possible use of the time you are given, and as a result, you tend to set yourself expectations. If you lost early on, you want to erase the defeat at the next tournament. If you have played well, you want to maintain your level. This leads to expectations, then to judgments. In many cases, these expectations cannot be met and the judgments then cause frustration. These negative emotions then naturally have an impact on the quality of work on the court. It's easier said than done, but in these phases it's simply about getting the job done. Concentrate only on what you want to achieve in this practice session and try to avoid any judgments. Analysis, yes, but judgment, no. The challenge is to recognize the difference. I think this makes it possible to keep your mindset healthy and not find yourself in all kinds of negative thought patterns. The work should be done and the tasks are challenging enough. The clearer your mind is for this situation, the better you will get through this time at the tournaments. Mate Dodik faced a familiar name in the first round on Monday with Basilashvili. It was to be a close match with chances on both sides. In the end, Basilashvili prevailed with a 6-4 in the third set win. Yuri Rodionov played again against the Japanese Sakamoto in the first round. It was also to be Yuri's last match of the year. He lost in 2 sets, and I missed Yuri's determination to win this match at all costs. So, This last tournament of the year was a very short one. Looking ahead, the preparation for next year should be well planned. As always, there are certain issues that need to be worked on for all players. Thank you for your interest and see you in the next video.